Abhishek Manu Singhvi, Rajya Sabha MP, national spokesperson of the Congress Party, and Nalin Kohli from representing the BJP. My first question is to you, Dr. Singhvi. Is it true that you're wary of taking on Narendra Modi today? The Congress Party is wary of taking on Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi is throwing challenge after challenge at you, saying, you know, you cannot take me on. And the Congress Party is avoiding getting into a direct fight with Narendra Modi, even on this issue, even on a day when the Supreme Court asked for his investigation.
There is no question of being wary of Modi. I think you have to separate the legal and judicial on the one hand and the political on the other. Yes, Modi has been known to get votes by polarization, by divisiveness, by evoking fears and threats and phobias. And certainly we do not want to give him a chance to try to become a martyr or to don the cloak of victimhood.
Yeah.
But that's nothing like saying that we are scared or wary of him. This is a judicial proceeding. It is there for all to see. Gujarat has received, because of Mr. Modi, not because of Gujaratis, not because of Gujarat, but because of Mr. Modi, a constitutional slap in the past as well. And this is yet another constitutional slap, so to say. But Mr. Modi is not likely to be reformed by it, and so be it.
And so be it. So you're not taking on Mr. Modi. So that's where you stand on it. I mean,
of course, we are taking on in the sense that of course, we are taking on in the sense that we would expect a constitutional functionary like Modi to himself welcome a probe, to himself express some apology or regret.
Dr. Singhvi,
but if he doesn't choose to do it, what is to be done?
Dr. Singhvi, there is qualitatively a huge difference between what Lalu Prasad is saying, what the Congress Party. Lalu Prasad is saying Narendra Modi should resign. The Congress Party is saying, you know, let the motion carry on in the way it should, because it, as you yourself said, you don't want to be caught in a pugilistic war with Narendra Modi right now. It doesn't suit you politically. It may benefit him.
There have been many moments, Arnab, there have been many moments in the last 8 or 10 years when Mr. Modi would have had a legal, moral or other responsibility to resign. It's a futile thing to raise it because he never does so. He's not going to do so. And instead he's going to try to be the dawn of victimhood. Okay. We certainly don't want to do that.
Okay. Now, that's interesting, because, you know, if one looks back at the entire way in which Modi had drawn Sonia Gandhi into a debate during the last Gujarat elections, maybe the Congress has learned the lessons of not getting into that kind of histrionics. Understandable. Let me go to Nalin Kohli on this. Nalin Kohli, Lalu Prasad says resign. You're under investigation, resign. The SIT gives you a clean sheet and actually takes on the Teesta Setalwad's. You have no problem with that. When the SIT is now being told to review the entire case, there's something fishy about this whole thing, isn't it?
No, I think there's not a question of anything fishier, but I think one needs to first understand that what has happened is, first there was an investigation by the Gujarat police, then the NHRC, then Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav also had a committee set up and it came up with a report just prior to the Bihar elections. Now that's one part of it. The investigation is going. So far nothing has ever come up against Mr. Modi. That's the first part of it. Second is Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav asking for resigning. I think we should not take too much credit, you know, I would, at least our party would not pay too much attention to that, because Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav over the last many days has been coming up with various statements. First, he was saying that the Prime Minister will be Manmohan Singh. Then he said Mr. Manmohan Singh will not be the Prime Minister. And Lalu Prasad Yadav speaking about, you know, law and all of this doesn't really make sense, because I think Mr. Yadav, what he did with Bihar and the kind of ministers we've seen is really not.
Nalin, this is not political. This is about a process. Abhishek Singhvi says separate the legal part of it from the political. You are making it purely political. He's taking it in a different dimension.
No, certainly. I'm absolutely with Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi on what he's saying. There are two aspects to it. There is a legal process and there is a political part to this.
It's about the convictions.
So I've answered both. On the political part, I think the SIT has already placed before the Supreme Court in a sealed envelope its report on various cases, including the Gulbarga Society case, of which this is the matter. Today, on another matter which has come up through the High Court, where this case was rejected by the High Court and Mrs. Jaffrey put it up in the Supreme Court, a routine notice has gone ahead and that will take its own due course.
How can you call it a routine notice?
Nothing has ever been found against Mr. Modi.
It's
the Congress Party and the others who want to politicize it, whereas Mr. Modi himself wants to keep it on a development agenda.
Nalin, how can you call this a routine notice? The Chief Minister of a state being clubbed together with a bunch of rioters, 64 of them, none less. Some people of great notoriety, and you call this a routine notice? This is not a routine note. Would you have taken this position today?
certainly.
No, would you
Arnab.
have the, do you, one, let me allow me to ask.
Let me just
no, do you
clarify on
have,
this.
no, 1 minute, 1 minute.
This
One minute,
relates
one
to the
minute,
Gulbarga.
Nalin, there's a question here. The question is simple. You have got to have one set of rules, whether it is for Narendra Modi or Jagdish Title, whether it's for Narendra Modi or Sajjan Kumar. You've got to have one stand. You can't come in a studio and say one thing on Jagdish Titler, one thing on Narendra Modi.
I'm glad you asked that, because I think there is an important issue here that needs to be segregated. Let's talk first of the 1984 case, and I'll also talk about Mr. Modi as you're bringing it up all the time. 1984 was a clear carnage. And then when you look about it, the clean chit comes from the CBI, and we know how the CBI has been abused. Mr. Digvijay Singh just a few days ago was on record when he said in Uttar Pradesh, if Mayawati has the state police, we have agencies like the CBI. So I mean, basically, and at every stage, there was witnesses, there were other facts that pointed conclusively to the role of Mr. Jagdish Titler and Mr. Sajjan Kumar. In Mr. Modi's case, nothing has come up in the last 7 years. There have been multiple investigations. As I pointed out, the Gujarat Police, NHRC, the SIT, this is just another one that has come. So in the routine, again, it will come out that nothing is there. And Mr. Modi, last point. Last point on Mr.
No, 1 minute, Nalin, you have Abhishek Manu Singhvi is smiling today because to every question you have a set answer, Nalin. But the issue here was about moral positioning, about standing, etc. But Dr. Singhvi, I'm going to ask you this. I don't understand it for a party that says, and you were in our studios, you said secularism is the issue on which the next government should be formed or can be formed. You are taking a very iffy approach on this entire issue. It seems you're ducking this entire issue.
No, Arnab, sometimes, it's the way of the Tao, as they say. It's better to let things flow. The very impact of a statement is much more when it's there for everybody to see. If there is something so obvious for everyone to see, there's no need for me to berate or to raise it. Because in fact, that beration or that raising evokes an unnecessary reactionary resistance.
Right.
This is something the apex court, the highest court of the land, has unequivocally said.
Okay.
It's so transparent and there for all to see.
No, but
I think the criticism and the condemnation is inbuilt into
it. No, but you have.
I don't have to add to the condemnation.
Dr. Singhvi, one simple question. Doctor, is it true or not that you have yourself on several other shows in several different contexts said, this is routine notice, or no, don't take it as the last word. On the basis of a notice, we don't have to. We don't have to throw out a person from our party, not make him contest an election, etc., or not give him a ticket. So, Nalin saying that it's a routine notice, he has something backing him on that.
No,
he has your argument backing him.
No. There are two differences. Let me explain. Also, as a lawyer, a show cause notice is only a prima facie interim view of the court, and nobody is suggesting that the court has convicted or taken a final conclusion. Right. To that extent, everybody will agree.
Okay.
But equally, it's a show cause notice on what prayer?
Right.
It's a prayer against a sitting chief minister that there is therefore prima facie material to justify a further inquiry, and he must show cause why that further inquiry should not take place.
Okay.
So the very position he holds and the nature of the charge makes it serious.
Okay.
That's
but
about
Dr.
It doesn't
Singhvi,
change the nature of the show cause.
Do you know, Dr. Singhvi? No, you know, before I happen, you know, Dr. Singhvi, and you know, Nalin Kohli, that politicians use legal arguments only when it suits them. So we're going to wrap it up at this point. But did Lalu Prasad overreact? We want you to tell us where you stand on that. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us on Section 1 on News Hour this evening.